I'm staring at my phone screen. 6 numbers, glowing white against black. The same 6 numbers displayed on the lottery website. Powerball jackpot. $400 million. One winning ticket sold in New York. I'd bought the ticket 18 hours ago. With the last $5 in my wallet. At the 7-Eleven on Amsterdam Avenue. The same place I'd bought a ticket every week for the past 8 years. Always the same numbers. A pool ticket with my coworkers from Roosevelt High School. We'd been playing together since I started teaching there. 5 teachers, $5 each, $25 total. Every Wednesday. We'd never won more than $20. Until tonight. March 14th. 11:47 p.m. My hands are shaking so badly I can barely hold the phone. I check the numbers again. And again. And again. They match. All 6. We won. $400 million. I'd split 5 ways. My share, $80 million. I should be screaming, crying, calling someone, telling the world. But I can't. Because tomorrow, March 15th at 10 a.m., my divorce from Marcus Mitchell becomes final. 13 hours from now. And if Marcus finds out about this lottery win before the divorce is finalized, he gets half. Legally, I'm still married. The ticket was purchased during the marriage, which makes it marital property. If I tell anyone, my lawyer, my family, my friends, and word gets back to Marcus, I lose $40 million. $40 million. To the man who controlled every dollar I ever earned, who gambled away our savings, who left me with nothing. I have to hide the biggest win of my life for 13 more hours. 13 hours. I close the lottery website, delete my search history, turn off my phone, and try not to throw up. But 12 years earlier, how it started. I met Marcus Mitchell when I was 26. I was a first-year teacher at Roosevelt High School, English literature, making $42,000 a year, living in a studio apartment in Washington Heights, barely scraping by. Marcus was a financial advisor at Goldman Sachs, confident, successful, charming. He'd approached me at a charity fundraiser the school was hosting. "You're a teacher? That's incredible. Teachers change lives." He'd seemed genuinely interested, asked about my students, my curriculum, listened like I was the most fascinating person in the room. We'd dated for 6 months. He'd been romantic, thoughtful, generous. When he proposed, I'd said yes without hesitation. The wedding was small, beautiful. His family was wealthy, hedge fund money, but he'd insisted on something intimate. And there was just us and the people who matter. The first 2 years were good. Great, even. We'd lived in his apartment on the Upper West Side. 3-bedroom, doorman, view of Central Park. He'd made $300,000 a year. I'd made $45,000. He'd suggested I put my entire paycheck into our joint account. "It's easier this way. I'll manage our finances. You focus on teaching." I'd agreed. It made sense. He was a financial advisor. He knew what he was doing. That's when things started to change. Year 3. The control. Marcus began monitoring every purchase I made. "Sarah, why did you spend $60 at Target?" "Classroom supplies. For my students." "You're a teacher, not a charity. The school should pay for that." "They don't have budget for..." "Then your students' parents should pay. Stop using our money." Our money. Except it was never our money. It was his money that I contributed to. He'd set up alerts on the joint account. Every transaction over $20 triggered a text to his phone. Coffee with a friend? Text. Groceries? Text. New shoes because my old ones had holes? Text and interrogation. "We need to budget better, Sarah. You're spending recklessly." I was making $47,000 a year and not allowed to spend $30 without explaining myself. Meanwhile, Marcus bought a new BMW, expensive watches, golf club memberships. That's different. I earn more. I'm entitled to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I'd tried to open a separate bank account, just for my teaching income. He'd found out within a week. Why do you need a secret account? What are you hiding? I'm not hiding anything. I just want some financial independence. Independence? We're married. We don't keep secrets. Close the account? I'd closed it. That's when I realized I was trapped. Year 5. The gambling. I'd started noticing large withdrawals from our joint account. $5,000, $10,000, sometimes $20,000 at a time. Marcus, where's this money going? Investments. What kind of investments? You wouldn't understand. It's complicated. One night, I'd found a stack of casino receipts in his jacket pocket. Atlantic City, Borgata, MGM, Mohegan Sun, tens of thousands of dollars. Lost. I'd confronted him. You're gambling? Marcus, we can't afford. I can afford whatever I want. It's my money. It's our money. My entire salary goes into that account. Your salary is pocket change. You contribute nothing meaningful to this household. I contribute $50,000 a year, which barely covers groceries. I make 10 times what you make. So yes, it's my money, and I'll spend it how I see fit. The gambling got worse. $50,000 lost in a weekend. $100,000 lost in a month. Our savings account, the one with $180,000 that we'd been building for a decade, was suddenly empty. Marcus, where's the savings? I made an investment. It'll pay off. What investment? Stop questioning me. It wasn't an investment. It was a poker game in Macau. He'd lost everything. Year 9. The breaking point. I'd wanted to leave. So many times. But I had nothing. No savings, no car, no financial independence. Every dollar I earned went into the joint account, and Marcus controlled that account. I'd tried to save secretly. Cash from tutoring gigs, birthday money from my parents. Marcus always found it. Why is there $200 hidden in your dresser? It's my birthday money. We don't keep secrets. Put it in the account. I'd felt like a prisoner in my own marriage. Then, in year 9, I discovered the affairs. Not one, multiple. Women from his office, women from the gym, women he'd met at casinos. I'd found the texts, the hotel receipts, the credit card charges. I'd confronted him with everything. I want a divorce. Marcus had laughed. Actually laughed. You want a divorce? Fine, but you'll get nothing. We have no assets, no savings. I'll make sure you walk away with exactly what you contributed to this marriage. Nothing. I contributed everything. Prove it. I'd called a divorce lawyer the next day. Rachel Chen, specialist in high-conflict divorces. She'd listened to my story, reviewed the bank statements, the withdrawals, the gambling losses. Sarah, this is financial abuse. He's systematically stripped you of independence and control. Can I get anything in the divorce? That depends on what assets exist. You said he gambled away your savings? Every penny. Then there's nothing to divide. You might get spousal support for a few years, but that's it. I'd filed for divorce anyway. I didn't care about money anymore. I just wanted out. March 14th. The lottery ticket. The divorce process had taken 3 years. Marcus had fought everything, delayed hearings, contested every asset, made it as difficult as possible. But finally, we'd reached a settlement. No assets to divide. Marcus would pay me $2,000 per month in spousal support for 3 years. Total $72,000. That was it. 12 years of marriage. And I'd walk away with $72,000 over 3 years. The final hearing was scheduled for March 15th at 10 a.m. Just a formality. We'd sign the papers. The judge would approve. It would be over. I'd spent March 14th packing up the last of my things from our old apartment. Marcus had kept the apartment, obviously. I'd moved into a studio in Queens, $1,400 per month, all I could afford on a teacher's salary. I'd had $5 left in my wallet, literally $5 until my next paycheck on Friday. On my way home, I'd stopped at the 7-Eleven, bought the weekly lottery ticket, same as always. Pool with my coworkers. Emma, David, Lisa, and Marcus. Different Marcus, my coworker, not my husband. We'd played the same numbers for 8 years. Birthdays, anniversaries, random numbers that meant something to one of us. I'd texted the group chat. Ticket purchased. Good luck, team. Emma had replied, "This is our week. I can feel it." We said that every week, but this week, she was right. 11:47 p.m. The realization. I'd checked the numbers on my phone before bed. Just routine. I always checked. Never won more than $20. And then I saw it. All 6 numbers. Matching. $400 million jackpot. 1 winning ticket. Sold in New York. My ticket. I'd pulled up the lottery app, verified the ticket number, checked the timestamp. Purchased. March 14th, 3:47 p.m. Location, 7-Eleven, Amsterdam Avenue, Manhattan. It was real. We'd won. $400 million, split 5 ways, $80 million each. Life-changing money, generational wealth, freedom. But I was still married to Marcus for 13 more hours. And if he found out, he'd take half. I'd grabbed my laptop, Googled, "Lottery winnings marital property divorce New York." The results were devastating. In New York, lottery winnings purchased during a marriage are considered marital property and subject to equitable distribution, even if the divorce is pending. Courts have ruled that lottery tickets purchased before the divorce is finalized are marital assets. If a spouse wins the lottery the day before divorce is final, the other spouse may be entitled to half. I'd read case after case. People who'd won the lottery during divorce proceedings, who'd tried to hide it, who'd lost half in court. The law was clear. Until the divorce was final, we were legally married. And marital property gets divided. I'd looked at the clock. 11:52 p.m. 10 hours and 8 minutes until the hearing. I had to hide $80 million for 10 hours. And I had no idea how. 12:15 a.m. The group chat. My phone buzzed. Group chat. Lottery crew. David. Did anyone check the numbers yet? My heart stopped. Emma. Checking now? Holy shit. Lisa. What? Emma, oh, we won. David. What do you mean we won? Emma. All 6 numbers. We won the jackpot. Marcus. Coworker. This is a joke, right? Emma. I'm looking at the lottery website. Our numbers. All 6. $400 million. The chat exploded. 50 messages in 2 minutes. Caps lock. Exclamation points. Disbelief. I didn't respond. Emma. Sarah, did you buy the ticket? Please tell me you bought the ticket. I typed slowly. I bought it. We won. David. Sarah Mitchell, I could kiss you right now. Lisa. We need to claim this immediately. Tomorrow morning, first thing. No, 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 no. Sarah. We should wait a few days. Think about this carefully. Emma. Wait? Are you insane? We need to claim this before something happens to the ticket. Marcus, coworker. Emma's right. What if you lose it? What if the ticket gets damaged? We need to claim ASAP. Sarah, I have the ticket. It's safe. But we should consult lawyers first, tax advisors. Figure out the smartest way to claim. David. The smartest way is to go to the lottery office and get our money. Lisa. I'm with David. Sarah, I love you, but I need you to claim that ticket tomorrow morning. I have $40,000 in credit card debt. This money changes my life. Emma. All of our lives. Sarah, please. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. We'll all go together. I'd stared at the messages. They wanted to claim tomorrow morning. My divorce hearing was at 10 a.m. If we claimed at 9 a.m., the money would be public record. Marcus would find out before the hearing. Sarah, I can't do tomorrow morning. I have a doctor's appointment. Important. Can't reschedule. David, then we'll go at noon. Sarah, how about Thursday? Give us 48 hours to prepare? Emma, Sarah, no, we're claiming tomorrow. If you can't come in the morning, we'll go at noon, but it's happening tomorrow. Lisa, agreed. Sarah, you're holding our ticket. That's our money. We're not waiting 48 hours. I'd felt panic rising. Sarah, let me talk to a lawyer first. Make sure we do this right. Please, just give me until Friday. Marcus, co-worker. Why do you need a lawyer? It's a lottery ticket. You claim it. They give you money. What's complicated? Emma. Sarah, you're acting weird. Is something wrong? Everything was wrong. Sarah. Nothing's wrong. I just want to be smart about this. David. The smart thing is claiming the money before something goes wrong. Sarah, I'm not trying to be a dick, but that ticket represents $80 million to each of us. I'm not comfortable waiting. Lisa. Me neither. Sarah, we love you. But if you won't claim it tomorrow, we'll need to discuss other options. Emma. What other options? Lisa. Legal options. That's a pooled ticket. We all have rights to it. If Sarah won't claim it, we can force the issue. They were going to sue me if I didn't claim. My co-workers, my friends. Sarah. Okay, Thursday morning, 9 a.m., I promise. Just give me 2 more days. Emma. Why Thursday? What happens between now and Thursday? I couldn't tell them. If I mentioned the divorce, they might understand. Or they might think I was trying to hide the money from Marcus, which would make them accessories to fraud. Sarah. Personal reasons. Please trust me. Thursday, I swear. Silence for 30 seconds. David. Wednesday, noon. That's my final offer. 24 hours from now. If you can't do that, I'm calling a lawyer. Wednesday noon was after my 10 a.m. hearing. The divorce would be final. Sarah. Wednesday noon. Deal. Emma. Thank God. Okay. Wednesday at noon. Lottery office. We all go together. Sarah, do not lose that ticket. Lisa. Sleep with it under your pillow. Actually, no. Put it in a safe. Marcus, co-worker. I'm not sleeping tonight. Too excited. David. None of us are sleeping. $80 million each. I'd close the chat. Put the ticket in a Ziploc bag. Then in a fireproof safe I'd bought for important documents. And tried to breathe. 1 a.m. The lawyer I'd called Rachel Chen. My divorce lawyer. It had gone to voicemail. Rachel, it's Sarah. I know it's 1 a.m. I'm sorry, but something happened and I need your advice urgently. Please call me when you get this. I'd paced my tiny studio apartment for an hour. At 2:17 a.m., my phone rang. Sarah? It's Rachel. What's wrong? I won the lottery. Silence. What? I won the lottery yesterday afternoon. $400 million jackpot. Split with 4 co-workers. My share is $80 million. Oh my God. The divorce isn't final until 10 a.m. this morning. If Marcus finds out before then, he's entitled to half. It's marital property. Rachel's voice was sharp now, professional. Sarah, have you claimed the ticket? No. My co-workers want to claim today. I convinced them to wait until tomorrow at noon, after the hearing. Good. That's good. Okay, listen carefully. Do not tell anyone else about this. Not your parents, not friends, no one. I haven't. The hearing is at 10 a.m. I'll make sure we're in and out fast. Sign the papers. Get the judge's approval. The divorce will be final by 10:30. And then I can claim? Then you can claim. But Sarah, there's a complication. What complication? Marcus hired a private investigator 2 weeks ago. My blood went cold. What? He filed a motion claiming you were hiding assets. The judge denied it because he had no evidence. But he's been having you followed. Why? He thinks you have money hidden somewhere. He's convinced you're lying about being broke. The PI has been tailing you, checking your bank accounts, looking for proof. I don't have any money. I had $5 when I bought the lottery ticket. I know, but Marcus doesn't believe that. Which means there's a PI watching you right now. And if he sees you acting suspiciously, he'll report it to Marcus. What counts as suspicious? Going to the lottery office would count as suspicious. I'd sat down hard on my bed. So I can't claim the ticket without the PI finding out. Not before the hearing, no. But after the divorce is final, it doesn't matter. You'll legally be single. The money is yours. My co-workers won't wait until after the hearing. They want to claim at noon tomorrow. If I don't show up, they'll sue me. Rachel had been quiet for a moment. Then we need to make sure the hearing goes smoothly. No delays, no complications. We sign the papers at 10. Judge approves by 10:30. You go claim the ticket at noon. What if something goes wrong at the hearing? Nothing will go wrong. It's a formality. Marcus already agreed to the terms. He'll show up, sign, leave. We'll be done in 30 minutes. You're sure? I'm sure, just... Sarah, be careful today. Don't act unusual. Don't go anywhere weird. If the PI reports that you're acting suspiciously, Marcus might try to delay the hearing. How would he delay it? He'd claim new evidence of hidden assets, ask for a continuance. The judge might grant it. For how long? Days, weeks, depends on what evidence he claims to have. I'd felt sick. So I have to act completely normal while hiding an $80 million secret and being followed by a private investigator. Yes. Rachel, I'm a high school English teacher. I've never lied about anything bigger than calling in sick. I don't know how to do this. You don't have to lie. Just live your normal life for 12 more hours. Go to school. Teach your classes. Come to the hearing. Sign the papers. Then claim your ticket. What if he finds out? He won't. But what if he does? Rachel had hesitated. Then we fight. We argue that the ticket was purchased with your personal income, not marital funds. We claim it's separate property. Would that work? Probably not. New York law is pretty clear on this. But we'd try. I'd hung up feeling worse than before. 6:30 a.m. The morning routine, I'd barely slept. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Marcus's face. Smug, victorious, taking half of my lottery money. At 6:30, my alarm went off. I'd gotten up, showered, made coffee, checked the ticket. Still there, still real. Put on my usual teaching clothes, cardigan, slacks, flats, grabbed my bag, headed to the subway, and tried to act like this was a normal Wednesday. My 7:45 a.m. Roosevelt High School. I'd walked into the teacher's lounge. Emma had been there, making coffee. She'd seen me and screamed. "Sarah, we're millionaires!" Every teacher in the lounge had turned. "What?" someone asked. "Sarah won the lottery? We won? Our pool." 20 people suddenly staring at me. "How much?" someone asked. $400 million, Emma shouted. "Split 5 ways. We're each getting $80 million. The room exploded. Teachers congratulating me, hugging me, asking questions. "When do you claim it? What are you going to do with the money? Are you quitting teaching? Can I borrow $1 million? I'd forced a smile, tried to act excited. "We're claiming it today at noon. And yes, this is insane." David had walked in, saw the crowd around me, grinned. "Our girl Sarah came through. I'd best lottery ticket purchase in history." More congratulations, more questions. I'd excused myself. I need to prep for first period. I'd gone to my classroom, closed the door, sat at my desk, and realized everyone knows now. If the PI was watching the school, he knew. If anyone mentioned it on social media, Marcus would find out. I'd checked Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, nothing yet. But it was only a matter of time. 8 a.m., first period. I taught my class in a daze. Romeo and Juliet. Act 3. The balcony scene. "Ms. Mitchell, are you okay?" one student had asked. "You seem distracted." "I'm fine, just tired." "Is it true you won the lottery?" My heart had stopped. "Where did you hear that?" "Mr. Patterson told his class. He said you're a millionaire now." Word was spreading. I'd tried to focus on teaching, but my hands were shaking. At 8:47, my phone buzzed. Text from unknown number. "Sarah Mitchell, we need to talk. Meet me at Starbucks on Broadway in 20 minutes. Come alone. James Wright, private investigator."